The Apapa family of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Liberty Court Parish hosted the 6th edition of its annual social-political conference tagged Platform Policy and Politics 2022. This year's program focuses on methods of breaking down barriers to good governance in Nigeria. Setting the stage, convener and resident pastor, Redeemed Christian Church of God Liberty Court Parish, Onipang, Mushin, Lagos, in his opening remarks believes that for politics to work, participation of everyone is crucial.
We don't need to be partisan, and we can be partisan as well, but we don't need to be partisan to participate in politics by affecting the policies. What do I mean? You know, when we have the House of Assembly, we have the House of Representatives, and there are bills. For instance, the tariff of electricity consumption, the tariff on data consumption. These are ways we can create jobs without even affecting, without joining parties, not being partisan. We can affect the policies formation. We can have a policy desk in our churches. We can have a policy desk in our mosques. Because when the people get poorer, it affects us as a custodian of people, as a pastor. When the microbial get poorer, when they're out of jobs, when policy affect them negatively, they'll come back to me. It's going to affect me financially. It's going to affect me spiritually. It's going to affect me financially.
The main business of the day then sets in with guest speaker, a pastor, lawyer, and active politician of the APC. He would on this occasion speak on the bane of political structures in the country.
There must be a framework for development, what I probably call a system, a tried system, and a confirmed system, a system, though invisible, but can almost touch it with your hand. I suppose you know that the British government is so efficient, does not have a constitution, and yet they are running efficiently well. In Nigeria, where we don't have constitution, we have a problem with the interpretation of the constitution. Why? Because there's no sincerity of purpose. Why? Because there's no clear vision. Why? Because there's no clear intention for the good of this country.
There was more from the guest speaker as he told the part of identifying the critical challenges of governance, preferring solutions for same.
It appears that everyone that has an opportunity to be in governance now these days think about how to acquire money for himself. It is a discussion of fact to say that this affliction is restricted to the governments at the federal and state level. Governance at the private sector and even at the family level is experiencing a measure of dysfunctioning. Is that same thing that is making the foreigners to come back and take over the management and the executive control of companies that they handed over to Nigerians about 30, 40 years ago? Why? They are beginning to see some incapability, whatever it could have been responsible for that is making some of those chief executives to fail in their responsibilities.
The virtual meeting is long drawn. Forging ahead would see the next speaker, who is the Lagos PDP gubernatorial candidate, JANDORE. Though represented, his views hinge on the need for courage from Christians to be deeply involved in politics and its entire process.
The reality is that a good number of Christians and then even non-Christians, but men who stand for their personal integrity are always found outside politics. And then the societal perception of who a politician is, the moment you say you are a politician, there's an expectation that you are corrupt, there's an expectation that you cannot be taken for your word, and there's an expectation that you will not stick to your agreement, you are not a man of your word, and you know that every bad thing that you could say about anybody is always a mold to a politician.
Beyond this, he points out the need for the citizens to demand for accountability as a key advancement fabric.
That the church should get more involved. It may not necessarily be to be partisan, but at least what the church is doing with the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria and maybe the Christian Association of Nigeria and some of the big denominations like the Redeemed Church and my own denomination, the Foursquare Gospel Church, and some other churches who are now educating their members to go in there and make a difference are doing quite a lot. So if we increase participation, we will be able to influence the system more. And also, there's need to demand accountability.
As was in the past, with speakers like Desmond Elliott representing Surulere constituency of Lagos, Kingsley Moghalu, a presidential candidate in the last elections, Chukwuma Soludo, now governor of Anambra, Pastor Itua Ighodalo, and more, a crop of positive-minded political lot may slowly evolve as impact creates a platform for tabling vexed issues of politics for the good of the people.
I want to believe as well that it is possible for you to be a politician and be straight. It is possible.
So it's important that you go into politics. Let me tell you, they will mess you up if you don't understand who you are. The voice, you must be associated with a party.
Come to the subject of today's conference is with the youth.
I must leave this world better than I met it. And that is my mission. And that should be our individual mission. That way, public service, trying to have ethical values, begin to have some fundamental.